Cole Palmer had a great game and his positioning was causing United problems, creating a domino effect of defensive failures. In the early stages of the game, he was coming in from the right wing into the right half space. The problem this caused Dalot was, with Garnacho not getting back well enough, he couldn't push up onto Palmer because this would have freed Gusto. Again, Palmer gets on the ball in his pocket, which Dalot couldn't follow him into because Garnacho hasn't tracked Gusto again. Although this is a deeper pocket, Palmer is still free and plays a line-breaking pass. All three of these situations occurred inside the first 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Regardless of whether Garnacho went with Gusto or not, Dalot had to start following Palmer, and as we can see, he is doing that here. But as we roll on, we can see how Garnacho has lost Gusto and isn't even scanning over the correct shoulder. This is the build up to the first goal, and here Dalot does well. He is tight to Palmer and gets a good footing. The ball breaks to Gusto, but the ball ricochets backwards. We can see Dalot has followed the ball, but behind him, Mainu has Palmer and Garnacho has Cucurella. But they let them both go, and we can see that despite Dalot initially being in front of Mainu and Garnacho, he has recovered quicker. Poor play from the two youngsters. Here, Dalot is in a really difficult situation, with Palmer running at him and Enzo making an overlapping run with no one tracking him. Here, all of United's midfield are too far forward. It's like a kids game where all the players want to get forward to score. Because of this, Dalot is overloaded with Palmer and Enzo. He drops off to cover Palmer, giving Enzo all this space, but this really fucks me off. Fernandes has his arms out bitching, but what does he expect when players like him bomb forward and don't get back? The ball comes to Palmer and Dalot has to deal with him and another overlap. But despite Dalot being let down by his teammates at times, there were situations where he could have got tighter, quicker. In this situation, we can see how far out of the left-back position Dalot is to deal with Palmer, but it stops the ball going into Palmer initially. But as the ball gets to Palmer, Dalot needed to step up to shut him down, but he drops back, giving Palmer too much time and space. As the ball is coming into Palmer, in my opinion, Dalot should be tighter, and we can also see that Garnacho is tracking Gusto, so Dalot didn't have to worry about that. He allows him to turn and run at him, and this is what happens. But sometimes you have to tip your hat. Here, Dalot is tight, but it's instant control, and this is great skill. And again, absolute class against a player who has had a great season. This is where I really felt sorry for Dalot. He gets rid of Palmer with Madueke now on the right. With his dogleg defence opening this space up, the hackman has to drop into this space. If he does this, no way does Madueke go on the outside. He normally goes on the inside anyway, but couldn't turn this space down. He goes past Dalot, who stumbles and makes minimal contact to give away a penalty. This is why I detest Fernandes. Time and time again, he hangs his teammates out to dry and they get the arse ripped out of them. Links to part 1 and 3 are on the screen.